Oh, yeah. Dairy smells good. Have that for me. Okay. One heck of an intro. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. We gotta try to get the that seems awfully delayed. Man. Really? I mean, that's like minutes delayed. Can we just get a little tighter on the old, That's better. There's volume turned off here. Off. Alright, we got the old kitchen TV monitorating. Filming my... Yeah. Today's episode brought to you by Midwest Egg Farmers. Farm fresh grade A large eggs. Not saying that these people are shysters, but I have not eaten any of these eggs. Oh, maybe I may reconstitute. Let me see here. What did I do? So we'll start the episode off with why there needs to be a criminal investigation into these people, because I bought a 2-pack of these at Sam's Club that was strapped with a plastic strap, so you could not look inside. When I got home and I opened up both cartons, there was 2 of them. One carton was missing 1 egg, and one carton was missing 2 eggs, for a grand total of 3 missing eggs on 18 times 2. That needs to be, yeah. We live in a society, and there's trust that there will be that many eggs in your egg carton when you put a strap on it. Goddamn criminals, egg thieving. I'm not making that up. Although, it sounds like something absolutely insane. It's like, I was trying to play it in my head how do you go back to Sam's Club, like, oh yeah, by the way, I bought some eggs from you, and there were missing eggs. Like, I mean, I've never in my life ever heard of eggs missing from a carton. But yet, because like a normal person, this is how you normally buy eggs, and I guess I'm going to go back to being a normal person. You go to the store, you find the eggs, you open them up, and you check for broken eggs. But they put a strap on it, like you couldn't look inside. I guess I'm going to have to unstrap my eggs at the store. And when the cashier lady's like, what are you doing? I'm going to be like, well, you shysty shysters. Last time I bought eggs, I mean, that's not a bad business model, I guess, if you're into scamming people. So yeah, we're going to warm up this round cast iron, but yeah, I am going to say something to Sam's Club. I'm just curious. Like, I talked to someone last night about it, and they said, well, if you went to Costco, you could eat half the eggs and then return them, and they'd give you your money back. And I'm like, all right, well, Costco may be onto something there, and maybe Sam's Club might just be like, oh, sorry about that, sir. I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think the number of times I try to return something to Sam. Like, I had cheese rot on me one time. Like, I bought a big thing of cheese. It was supposed to last, and out of nowhere, it was just molded. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. Like, something's up. I don't know what it is. And I went out there and I was like, I don't know. I kind of felt weird. And I was like, I bought all this cheese, but it's all molded. And they're like, oh, no problem. Here's your money back. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I think one time milk too. Not even close to expiration date. It's just did I just buy milk that had been sitting on the floor for 3 days or something? Just rotten milk. But yeah, they're gonna hear about the eggs. That's for sure. But you can't do it over the phone. You have to do it in person. I didn't know that. You can't just call them up and hey, dear. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's when I realized that we're living in 2023. It was when you can't count on all the eggs being in your egg carton. Especially if it's strapped. Like strapped shut. Whatever. Bunch of shady ass eggs. This criminal syndicate right here. This guy. That's how he's paying for his vacation home. Shorting you 1 to 2 eggs per carton. I mean, at the rate of what are eggs now? $5,000 a carton. So he stole like I don't know. No wait, they're $18,000. So he stole $3,000 worth of eggs, more or less. It's like it's the little things, right? It's the little things like. People get screwed over all the time, but when you get screwed over on something as simple as like 2.5 pennies worth of eggs, man, just your rage just builds. Like gas prices. The gas went up 3 pennies! Like, people start losing their minds over it. Whatever you do, don't short me on my eggs, man. I draw the line at that. Like, I think that's what it is. I think like regular people can only do so much in their lives, and at some point you have to draw the line, and it's like eggs. I draw the line at eggs. Like the eggs are too expensive. Now they're stealing eggs. Like, oh god, it's funny. I don't know how many eggs to put in this French toast thing. I had 2. I would do 3, but I came up short when I bought my eggs. So this is turning into me crying about eggs. Let's cry about eggs some more. I think I'll tell you is like the last bread I had, those Eggland's Best, they put a little stamp on it. They must coat those in like a coating or something. Those are the hardest shells I've ever experienced in my life. Not a single egg out of those Eggland's Best that I cracked open like what I would anticipate a regular egg cracking would be like. Every one was like cracked, the end blows off, or like I don't know. They must coat them in something. Is that a thing? Like in the music industry, they have what's called breakage, and that's when the record that's shipped in like a wooden box on the back of a donkey goes to the old record store, and the record cracks. They account for that. I think they still do that in the contracts called breakage, even though most all music is digital now and no one's breaking records. But anyways, maybe there's breakage in eggs, and the Eggland's Best company is like, you know what we could do? We could put a ceramic coating over all this shit. We'll never crack an egg, never have cracked egg syndrome or whatever. It's not as easy as it used to be. Let's put a little milk in here because, it smells fresh. I'm not sure why. I think it makes it more. It makes it more of something. Oh yeah, I just did that. Just drop the old fork right there. The old. Yep. Oh yeah, we're gonna use a little of this Molina. This is probably getting like ready to have a birthday here. Oh. No. Damn, it's good to the end of the year. Holy cow, that's a good purchase. God, it smells so good. So yeah, this is the Mexican vanilla blend. Made with Mexico and the finest pure vanilla. It's like a mix of fake vanilla and real vanilla, and I'll tell you what, I'll put that up against anything vanilla flavored and be happy with the results. Like, and I put too much in there just now. I just realized that. That's fine. It's good, and it's like affordable. Like fake vanilla, whatever they're doing down there in the old Molina Mexican vanilla plant company, they're doing it right. Whatever. It's been one of them weeks from the egg. Oh, I got some other stories to tell you too. Like today is a big day for me. I gotta try to. How to describe this? I'm either going to get a new laptop shortly, or I'm going to fix my old laptop, because I'm either going to break it, the process, or I'm going to fix it. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to try to fix my laptop. And it's been having problems for a while, and I've been ignoring them, because that's how you solve your problems in life. Sometimes is you just ignore them. You know, get yourself a problem and just ignore it and see if it goes away. Anywho's, going to the MacBook Pros with the MagSafe. Unfortunately, it's an older computer because you'd be surprised how it works in life. We have today, and then tomorrow, and then I don't know. Enough today's and tomorrow's go by. Next, 10 years has gone by. So my computer's about 10 years old. Still works, essentially, except for the one broken part, which is the MagSafe. Like, I can't charge the thing. Like, the charger doesn't connect. So the only thing my brain can come up with is, like, put the new charger port on it and see if that works. And it's been one of these deals where it's like, oh, I could wiggle the charger and make it connect or whatever, try. And I've been doing that for years now, and at first it started off, just a little wiggle. Don't need a lot, just a little wiggle. Just wiggle it a little bit, and then a little more wiggle, then a little more fine adjustment. And then, like, you fast forward enough years go by, and you've been wiggling that thing so much, and, like, basically back in December, the wiggling became, that ain't charging, and then, like, a miracle would happen, it would finally charge, and I kind of just stopped using it because I just could not get it to charge. Like, nothing I could do. Oops, that's been soaking. Way to go, dummy. So I've just been using my tablet, but, like, tablet, it does a lot, but laptop's a little better for a lot of things. God, that's like a big old booger hanging off that. So I finally bit the bullet. I was like, well, let's figure out what I gotta get, and I'll just do it. So, what spatula am I using? Oh, I guess we use that guy. Well, I had researched how to fix this thing a long time ago, and it's like, on the scale of easy to, like, extremely difficult, this is in the one pass extremely difficult. Because you basically have to tear the whole computer apart completely and get down to the bottom side, because that's where the thing is, but that's fine. That's why I said I'm either going to be buying a new computer here, because I'm going to destroy the one I got, or I'm going to fix it. So anyways, in the time I've spent researching how to fix this, enough years have gone by where, like, the world essentially was like, oh yeah, no, we're not going to sell those parts anymore because that thing's ancient and who'd want to fix one of those? So, like, it's kind of hard to find those parts. And so, like, I went to look for it to buy it the other day, and, like, it was like, how do I describe it? Like, I found, here, one new part, like $80. I was like, dude, $80 for this? It's like a piece like that big for new. And I'm like, I ain't buying that. And I dug around and I found on Amazon. I'm going to use air quotes here. Here we go, air quotes. Used like new. Okay? Used like new. And you can go into Amazon's thing and you can look up the definitions of their used items, and the absolute most premium version of used is like new, which is essentially what they're saying is it's an unused item that is no longer in the packaging / condition that it comes when it's brand new, but it's still brand new. There's nothing wrong with it, no scratches, no defects. It's just they can't sell it as new, whatever. It was a reseller. It wasn't Amazon's actual product. And I thought to myself, you know what? Used like new, I just need it like new. And if I can get it used like new, I'm going to go with that. Perfect. Showed a picture of it, had all the parts I needed. I'm like, let's do it. $10. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Used like new. Shows the picture, all the parts. I get the thing, and it shows up used, not like new, missing some of the parts that I need. And the part that I need, so, like, it's the MagSafe. So, like, it's where the little charger magnet connects. Well, there's a piece of plastic that goes around. It's like a buffer or an insulator for the magnet. Well, mine's all worn out. So I need that part, and I made sure to see in the photograph if it was included. It was supposed to be included. It wasn't there. And I'm like, dude, what is happening? Like, that is not used like new. That is used like used shit. Like, I was so furious. I'm like, dude, this is ridiculous. Like, I had lots of, I could have bought used garbage, used fucking trash, used not quite trash, used almost trash. There's all these different versions. I picked the used like new version because I needed it to be like new. I call Amazon up, like, hey, Amazon, I bought a thing off your website that said used like new, and I got some news for you. That is not used like new. That's used like missing one of the fucking parts that I need to replace on my goddamn computer. That's why I'm buying the thing. And they're like, oh, yeah, you could return that. I was like, oh, so you're going to let me drive my car across town, stand in line at the return store to return an item that was listed as used like new with all the parts because some shady shithead on your website is selling improperly marked things, scamming. Like, I was like, you can kiss my ass, dude. I am not, like, no. I'm throwing this thing in the fucking trash. Give me my money back. Like, I'm not participating in the commerce of people pawning shit off on me. Like, get real. Call your dude up and figure out why he's... Ugh, I was pissed. And not only that, the first person hung up on me. The first time I called in, they hung up on me. And I hadn't even got mad and started yelling yet. It was like over, like, passwords and logins and shit. I'm like, dude, what do you want from me? Like, I gave you the order number. You texted me, and you're still wanting me to, like, pass the test of, like, what's the secret password or the handshake? I'm like, it's 2023. Like, when I call in, you know who I am. Like, when you call me, I know it's you. Like, you're, God, Jesus, like, you're a multi-billion-dollar company. You don't know who I am when I call in. Like, oh my God. Well, we need to know what's the email. Blah, blah. Whatever. I told the lady on the phone, I was like, if you want, you can come to my house and pick it up, but I ain't doing shit. All I'm gonna do is stand where I'm standing and throw it in the garbage can from where I'm standing. I'm not gonna walk over to the garbage can. That's how little effort I want to put into, like, dealing with this item that is absolutely not at all what was advertised. Shade ball shit. The lady was very helpful though. Ooh, that's getting a little smoky there. Let's cool that off. So like what they'll do sometimes is they'll give you an Amazon credit. But the Amazon credit only works when you buy stuff that's fulfilled by Amazon. So she had to be creative with how she helped me with this problem. This is great what she did. I'll tell you what she did. Oh, whoa, careful, dog. That was a pretty big lunge. She didn't tell me this is what she did. I just figured it out later. She put me on hold for like 20 minutes and came back and like, all right, here's what we're doing, sir. We're going to give you a gift card for the purchase price, and you can put it towards reordering what you want. Because like after all this went down, like there was a new listing was like new that someone was selling it for new for like, I don't know, $5 more. And I was like, I'll just buy the new one. Like, that's fine. I would have done that the first time, but it wasn't available. And she's like, oh, okay, you got a gift card, blah, blah, blah. Well, it turns out what she did in order to generate the money for the gift card, she made up a thing that says there was an improper pricing on a previous purchased item that was fulfilled by Amazon. And she price adjusted the incorrect, quote unquote, price for the exact price of what I paid with taxes and all that shit for that piece of crap that came without the piece of trim that it was supposed to have. How crazy is that? Hopefully I don't have to return that item that they price adjusted. So they reordered the new part that was quote unquote new, and it showed up, and guess what it had? Everything it was supposed to have. Boy, that was hard. Although, and I'm not going to do anything about it, I thoroughly inspected it. And what I have come to determine is the part has all of the things it's supposed to have, but yet is not a new part. It is a used part. It's so crazy. But the company that's selling it, I'm not making this shit up. This is what they did. The company that's selling this part as a quote-unquote new part has put their own stickers all over it so they can see if it's been installed or to see if it's ripped out and like swapped or whatever, to the point where they even took a Sharpie marker and they put little Sharpie indicator on the edge of where a screw goes, so if you put a screw to it, it'll scrape the Sharpie off. I'm thinking, okay, new. Gotcha, buddy. No, that's not new. That's used, and you put your own stickers on it and took a Sharpie marker and you Sharpied it up. Like, I hate the world right now. Whatever. But it's got the little piece of plastic that I want, and I'm good with that. It would cost me $5 more. Anyways, I even looked into it. I was like, well, okay, so I'm missing this piece of plastic. Maybe I could just buy one. Right? Like, it's just a thing that would wear out. Maybe it's probably cost 2 pennies, a penny and a half. I don't know what they cost. Looked into it. You know what the answer was? If you wanted to replace that little piece of plastic on your MacBook Pro, mid 2012, the answer was buy the whole new part. And I was like, oh, perfect. We can't even get a little piece of plastic replaced. And they're like I found one guy's like review or whatever, like when he bought one or was selling one, I can't remember, like used, and the answer was, oh, just if you're replacing this part and they send you one without it, just take the piece of plastic off the one that you're replacing and use it. And it's like, but I need to replace the plastic. The plastic's worn out. Like, and so it's like, oh, just throw a piece of electrical tape on that. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm not gonna tell you how much I spent on that. Thousands of dollars on a fucking laptop. Let's throw a piece of fucking electrical tape on it. Like, dude, you got to be kidding me. Like, it just, whatever. Maybe not quite thousands. Yeah, it probably was actually. Whatever. I just, it's very frustrating to me that like simple solutions can't be like simply implemented for simple problems. Like, whatever. So now I have 2 of these parts, and I'll probably end up breaking my computer fixing it. And like, trust me, I'd love a new computer, but like, when I buy computers, this is a rule that I follow strictly. The day that I do the order of my computer, I buy the best version of whatever the fuck they're selling, no matter what the fuck it costs, because I'm going to use this thing for decades. My first computer I bought in 2003. It was the nicest MacBook they sold at Apple with all the shit ever, fully maxed out, most amazing shit. And that computer, if I plug it in, still works. The only problem is they obsolescenced it by changing the OS, which kind of, I've gotten over it, but I'm not very happy about it. Nothing I can do about it. So I used that one from 03 to 12. You know, almost got to 13, almost got 10 years out of it. I would have, but it was just like the website stopped working because they didn't support anything. Because like, I'm trying to think what year it was. It was like probably 2010 or 11. Apple changed the way their OS worked, and it went from like being a true Mac to like kind of just a Windows machine, but like used Apple shit, whatever. So in 12, I bought that one. I think there was like 2 options. I didn't go with the solid state hard drive. Because at the time, the solid state hard drives just weren't big enough. Because I wanted a big hard drive. I got like a 750 gig hard drive on it, and like upgraded the monitor on it and everything. That thing was slamming. And I still it's my computer. Just the goddamn charge port doesn't work. And I don't know who to blame on that one. I mean, I'm sure it's my fault somehow magically. I mean, how else would it be? Whose fault could it be other than mine? I mean, whatever. I was at Best Buy the other day messing around with the new computers. They're pretty nice. They changed a few things on them. The monitors are way better. Like in the last 10 years, the monitor technology has increased so much. The resolution. I mean, oh, that's a clump of something I don't want to eat there. Oh, good. Just got a maple syrup booger just flopped out. But like, I did the upgraded monitor, which like, I think it made the monitor essentially like, what would that have been? Like a 1080p equivalent-ish? Which was like, at the time, it was like, damn! Like, I literally paid extra for that monitor upgrade on the laptop. There's like 2 things you could do. I had a buddy who bought a laptop at the same time. It was like, you could upgrade the hard drive for a bunch of money. You could upgrade the monitor. That was like the 2 big upgrades. It was a solid state, I think is what it was. Like that was new. It was like solid state hard drive or monitor hard drive. My buddy went for the hard drive. I didn't know he was buying the computer. He like one day he was like, "Hey, check out what I got." And I was like, "Oh, dude, did you get the monitor?" He's like, "No, I went for the solid state, so it's quick." I was like, "Dude, you're stupid as shit." you can throw a hard drive anytime, and they're going to get cheaper and cheaper as the years go by. But like change the monitor on a laptop, good luck. I mean, I know you can do it. I read forums on how to do it because there's people who wanted to upgrade their monitor, and it is technically possible. It's kind of janky, I guess, but I was like, you can't upgrade your screen. Why would you upgrade? Like, whatever. Then I realized how like condescending I sound. But it's all based in reality. Eat the French toast, doggy. I mean, whatever. Whatever. I truly hope I can fix this thing and it works fine. I've had some success in the past fixing things. I've had some absolute failures in the past. Like, I had a cell phone get run over by a car. And I was like, no! And like, it still worked. It was just the screen was smoked. The digitizer and the screen. So I was like, well, I'm fixing that. So I bought a screen and a digitizer and I put it in and I fixed it all up. And it was all said and done. It sucked. It was shitty and it sucked. So then I ended up just buying like I love that cell phone. I don't remember what it was. I was like a little tiny touchscreen thing. It was before Apple's iPhones. Anyways, I ended up like finding a used one, bought that, and it got me through until I upgraded. But so the cell phone fix was kind of a fail. I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I had the PlayStation 3 motherboard desolder itself during a mandatory software update. That pissed me off. The PS3 got so hot during the update, it desoldered the goddamn chip, and then it bricked the machine. And when I called Sony, I was like, yo, you made me do an update, and it bricked my machine, and their answer was, oh, that machine's old, you should buy a new one. And at the point I was like, well, that's the last Sony product I will ever buy. And I don't encourage anybody to buy Sony's goddamn shit garbage, because when they make you do an update and it breaks your machine because of the update, and they tell you to buy more new shit, you know where you can stick that advice? Right up your asshole. That's ridiculous. That's the wrong answer, Sony. We're sorry. That's too bad. We regret to inform you. All that's great answers, but buy a new machine because your shit's too old. When at the time I bought it, it was the height of technology, the most expensive version of what you sold. You tell me to buy new shit? Like, no, that's problem solved there. Not buying any more Sony. Not on purpose, anyways. Sony, bunch of garbage shit. And if you own Sony, you'll find out someday when they break your shit and then they tell you to buy new because yours is old. Oh, you need to buy a new one of those. Anyways, I read a tutorial how to reflow the chipset, and I did it, and I fixed it. And I was so confident in my fix that I didn't back up my data, because I was like, I don't need to back up my data. I fixed it, and then it broke again. So then I backed my data up, and then, God, this is so frozen. I don't think I'm going to get that out. I was going to make juice right now, but that ain't going to happen. I'm going to set that by the adjacent to the heat. You gotta blow my nose. Give me 1 second, please. Hold, please. Mute your, yep, hold, please. Oh, man. So, anywho's, yeah, good times. Anyways, I guess we're just gonna kind of turn that around. We're gonna make some more French toast here. I thought about making some more stuff to go with the old French toast, but like my air fryer is filthy right now. I cooked a pork loin in it the other day and didn't clean it afterwards, which is kind of fail, but like I said, I've never been perfect and I have not achieved perfection, and yeah, comment below what it's like being perfect. Because I'm not. So I can't do potatoes. Coffee's already made because I had to wake up early today and go move some lumber at the job site because of the mud situation. We got snow the other day, and like the ground was thawing, and the snow and the mud's about 5 miles deep. I was just like, I told boss man, I don't really want to go walk in the mud to move that material. Like, I'd rather come out Sunday morning when it's frozen, and like, can we just do that? Like, that's what we did. We woke up early Sunday morning and we moved material. So I made 8 cups of coffee, drank a few, and now I'm doing this. And when this is done, apparently I'm going to see what's on the inside of my computer. Oh! How do I get this juice thawed? Like, I should have done that. Normally it's not an issue. Normally. Things aren't normal right now. Oh. We're getting, there's something happening there. Oh, okay. It's close. Oh, it's close. I feel like I'm squeezing limes here to make my limeade. Cooperate! Cooperate! I don't get it. What is happening? Oh, you're so close. Are you too good to get out? Oh, I literally crushed the living shit out of that. Oh, wait, I'm cooking French toast over here. Hold, please. Womp, 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 womp. Probably bird. Oh, I didn't have that hot enough when I started. Try to get that ice chunk busted up. Like, I'm not totally sure I want to drink limeade with French toast, but when I went to the freezer here upstairs to see which juice I was going to be drinking today, it dawned on me that the only juice available was limeade without going to the basement, which I really didn't want to do. So, blah, 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 words. 3 cans. I should know that by now. It's always 3 cans. I just realized that the camera is probably not premium for the juice aspect of the show. We're going to do 2 cans, and then we're going to give it the old mixy mix. I just realized there's a giant chunk of ice in there still. There's a giant piece of ice just floating at the top there. We're going to get that ice! Don't let me forget to put one more can in there. The dog is giving me the sad look right now, which kind of... Hello, sad dog. Britta, do you require more toast from France? Do you need more French toast? Sacre bleu. Oui, oui. Oui, oui. Sure thing, doggo. This side is definitely lacking in the Maillard effect, if you will. Okay. So, yeah. Whatever. I'm trying to think what other crazy shit's happening. Road construction project is getting ready to start in front of my house. I'm pretty excited about that. Which means almost a full season of shit I have to deal with. Whatever. I can't do much about any of that. Just along for the ride. Just along for the ride. Anywho, I think if there was anything else like amazing that transpired over the last little bit here. I always feel like there's something. Oh yeah, so I was driving down the highway the other day. Driving down a 2-lane in each direction, like a 4-lane divided highway with a ditch in the middle. And I'm driving along and I had to make a left and go across the highway. But anyways, as I approach, it's like a 65 mile an hour zone that breaks down to a 55. And then you got to get over and like, for reasons I don't quite understand, you're on a divided highway and you got to turn left and you got to go in the left lane and you got to get over there so you can get through. A certain percentage of the population is very, very bothered by the fact that you have decided that your life needs to go in the left lane to turn left, because that's technically the fast lane, and they get very upset with you if you go in the fast lane and then slow down to turn. So I've learned to be very, 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 very deliberate with my signaling and my decision as to when to go into the left lane, as to avoid like cutting people off and throwing the brakes on to make the turn. So I'm always looking to see how much traffic's behind me and when to go. And the other day I was driving along, it's like there was no one really behind me, but there was a car coming up, and I was like, well, I'll just get over early and maybe they'll just decide I'm an idiot and go and pass me on the right. It'll be fine. We'll all get to where we're going. And blah, 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 blah. Whatever. So I switched lanes earlier than I normally do. And I'm not even exaggerating this. I was like, oh, I'm just going to get over. So I switched lanes. Now I'm in the left lane approaching the zone where the speed goes down and all that. And I noticed this little like object starting across. So I'm in the left lane, then there's the ditch, and then there's the 2 lanes, and there's another ditch. I see an object come out of the ditch. I'm going this way. This object is coming this way. This object goes across 2 lanes of traffic over the ditch, and we're coming like this. And about right here, I realize it's a ringtail pheasant, and this thing goes across my hood and misses my B pillar on my passenger side by what I would estimate to be 3 to 4 inches, right? I mean, probably the wind blowing off my car, pushing through probably lifted it like, and I'm like, had I not changed lanes, I would have eaten that thing right in my windshield, guaranteed. I almost did it anyways. Whatever. That's fun. Stupid pheasant. If you don't know anything about ringtail pheasants, they don't fly very high in the air. They're pretty famous for being kind of like ground skimmers. They're not like, oh, hey, let's go for a flight up in the sky. You know, they kind of like, I don't know, like in 1,000 years, they'll be like a kiwi. They're just gonna hang out on the ground, I guess. Or some other flightless bird, whatever. That was about the closest I've come to hitting a bird in a long time. Whatever. The dog is getting down on the French toast today. She's loving it. Yummy, yum. So that was fun. Almost hit a pheasant. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I don't know. Just more standard stuff. I mean, it snowed. That sucked. It thunder snowed, which is kind of crazy. Brady, you look like you're about to fall over. Why don't you go walk around? Go walk around. Go stretch your legs. Go. Go. Walk. Come on, Booch. You can't just sit in one spot or your legs stop working. There you go. She kind of freezes up if she sits in one spot too long. Gotta keep the blood pumping, Pooch. I mean, you know, good times. Good times. So after the snowstorm, I came home because I hadn't shoveled yet. I come home and I see, like, I drive up my driveway and I see human footprints leaving my driveway. I'm like, that's kind of weird. Like, how do you get to my house and then leave it without walking up my driveway? As I pull it farther up my driveway, I see that the footprints go around my garage, but they also go up my sidewalk towards my front door. Sorry, my back door. But they don't actually go to the door. They didn't knock on the door, but they walk across my patio, go past my master bedroom to the corner of my house, and they kind of look around the corner, and then they double back around. So then I follow them around. Like, whoever this was came from my neighbor's house, went around the fence, walked through my front yard, messed around by the front of my house, walked around. I was just like, who is this person? Oh, that bothers me for some reason. We'll have to check the video camera later. See who it was. Whatever. Thanks for reminding me to put my third thing of water in. That's a lot of ice up top. I don't think I'm going to be able to enjoy any of this juice right now. I'm going to have to let it melt. Melt! Whatever. All right, well, 42 minutes. I feel like where'd my coffee go? Man! Coffee's ice cold. Perfect. Tastes good, though. Dog. Look at dog. Dog! Peeking around the corner. Berta, you peeking? Old grumpy dog with one eye peeking around the cabinet. I see you over there. Whatever. I'm not looking forward to working on my computer. I mean, I'll be excited if I fix it. That'll be great. I'm not going to show you the part. Pull, please. Should we bring the part in? I'll show you what I'm doing. Keep an eye on that. I got to step in the other room. Yeah. So. Let's spill. Watch me spill like juice all over my brand new part here. Being an idiot. Oh, good work. Good work, buddy. So, yeah, this is how the here's the new part. This is new, unused, brand new. That's how they shipped it, wrapped in bubble wrap. So, if you look, you can see, like, that's all scratched up. Like, yeah, that's brand new, but it's got the plastic on it, and they put their proprietary sticker, and you can see they put Sharpie. Get maple syrup all over this thing. So that's the brand new one. With the stickers and shit all over it. Here's the used one. The used one comes sealed in a package, used, but it doesn't have the sticker, the gray housing. I mean, how does it work in life? What is the answer in life? I mean, I got news for you. That's not new. There's no way. I mean, you see how they put it's black on the top there? That's a Sharpie. They Sharpie markered it, and like whatever. I'm done with it all. Hopefully between the two parts, I can make my computer work. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? I mean, I don't ask for much in life. Look at you becoming an engineer and shit. We'll put some hot coffee in that cold coffee. Now it's an awful hot coffee pot. Oh man, whatever. No big deal, no big deal, no big deal. It's not a big deal. It's gonna go fine. It's all gonna work. It's gonna get fixed. It's gonna be perfect. It's all gonna work out. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, that just spilled. Dog, I don't know what to tell you. That's all the French toast that we had for the day. There ain't gonna be any more. I'm trying to think if I can turn around. What do we have? 46. This might actually get cut short. Man, I don't know what to tell you. What is that? How much pocket lint do I got going on here? Turn the little light around. Maybe keep the greasy old hat on. Yep, that's right. Perfect. The cold coffee outpowered the hot coffee, unfortunately, on that one. Hey! Look at my cabinets for, weirdo. All right. Well, not the most exciting breakfast ever, but I ate it anyways. Wish me luck on my computer fix. It's kind of weird, like, the way I used to do my videos is I would shoot the video on my phone, then I would upload it to my laptop, and then I would go from my laptop to YouTube. And as soon as my laptop started not working, I started uploading straight from my phone, and my analytics, everything across the board. As soon as I stopped going from my laptop up, just off the deep end. And I don't know if there's something in the algorithm that knows if I'm uploading straight from my phone. I mean, I'm sure it knows, but for whatever reason, taking the file to my laptop and then uploading from the laptop was better. So we're hoping to get that going again. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, kids. 47 minutes. Cut it short because I think I've been talking to myself for 47 minutes, but I'm okay with that because sometimes I need expert advice. Peace. Thanks for watching this. If you did, if you didn't, you didn't. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. Doesn't bother me a bit. Have a good one. I'm out.